One of the most anticipated astronomical events in recent memory is just over the horizon, the Great American Solar Eclipse, where the moon will pass between the Earth and the sun, completely blocking the sun's light. While solar eclipses aren't uncommon, NASA officials say on average, total solar eclipses are only visible in totality in the same place every 375 years. Texas hasn't been in the path of totality since 1878, and it won't be again for another 54 years. But the path of totality is only 115 miles wide, and while major cities like San Antonio, Austin, and DFW are in that path, many cities in Texas are not. Luckily, the rest of the Lone Star State will still have a pretty good view of the event, with most areas seeing 90% coverage or greater on Monday afternoon.
The entire event is 2.5 hours, so it starts at about 12:30 when you'll start to barely see the moon getting in front of the sun. It peaks at about 1:30 and then it starts going the other direction.
KFDX meteorologist Chris Boone says the difference between Texas cities outside of totality will be minor.
The time frame will still be about the same, and same with the duration. It's just going to be a minor difference between seeing it at 99% versus 92%.
Eclipse glasses are recommended by experts when viewing the eclipse to avoid eye damage. But there's another reason you might want to find a pair before Monday.
Having the solar glasses for the solar eclipse is probably the best way. That's the best way of actually observing it. You're really not going to notice a difference if you even just take a quick glance at it. It has to be really through that lens that you're able to see how much of the sun is actually still covered.
Unfortunately, you can plan a pretty solar eclipse, but you can't predict the weather.
It looks like we're going to be having cloudy conditions across much of Texas and Oklahoma. There can be breaks in those clouds, but with it being kind of the lower level clouds and with the chance for some rain, unfortunately, right now it doesn't look favorable for viewing the eclipse.
So what happens if the current forecast models hold up?
So if it's that dense cloud coverage, most of it would go completely unnoticed. Even at 99.9% of coverage, it still will appear like it's a normal lit up day.
Hopefully, the stars will align for at least a moment of clear skies when the moon, sun, and earth are aligned for the Great American Solar Eclipse. Josh Hoggard, Texomashomepage.com.